Good afternoon, everyone. Or it might be morning or evening where you're at when you watch this. I want to welcome you back to our weekly card reading. This is going to be for the week of January 12th through the 18th. It's hard to believe that we're already that far into January. It feels like yesterday was New Year's. I hope everyone is doing well. I do want to take a little bit of time to make sure we put some prayers out to California and all those being affected by the wildfires. Those that have already been affected, those that are still in the path of the fires. We want to send out many blessings to not only the humans, but also to all the animals, because they're being affected just as much as humans are. So I ask that everybody take just a few seconds here to put prayers up for Mother Nature to step up and bring much needed rain, that the firefighters get the resources that they need to put these fires out, that they get the energy from good, nutritious meals being delivered to them or food being delivered to them so that they can keep up their strength to fight these fires. We also put prayers of protection up around the area to contain the fire so that it can be more easily put out. We call on everybody's angels and guides, the whole angelic team, to step forth and help in the efforts to save the land, the animals, and the people that are in the path of any of these fires that are going on in California. My prayers are with every single one of you. Okay, so today we're going to be using the messages from the spirits of nature for our reading for this week. And today they're saying we just need 3 cards. So we are going to shuffle these and see what Spirit wants us to know for this coming week of January 12th through the 18th, where our focus needs to be on what's going on around us, what we need to pay attention to. And in the meantime, I hope you're all having a good Sunday so far. We had snow here, which apparently doesn't happen very often because they didn't have snow plows out to get rid of the snow. But we got about 3.5 inches. Last Sunday was the bitter, bitter cold of the Arctic system that came down. So our high last Sunday was -5. All the times I've lived in Indiana and Michigan, I don't think it ever got that cold. That was like bitter. But I took a beautiful walk out in nature during the snowstorm. Very serene. There was a few birds out, and I did run into a jogger. So I did get out and enjoy nature a little bit. All right. Let's see. Let's pull these cards. We're going to pull 3. And we're going to see what Spirit wants us to know and to focus on for this week. These are different cards. And of course, as always, have to put the readers on so I can read what we're going to see what they say. Because this is a new deck to me, so I don't know that much about it yet, but we're learning. So the first card we pulled is the Island card. And it says on there, detachment. I don't think it's, where the heck is it? There it is. Okay. My thing is acting really weird today. So it's the Island card, detachment. Okay, I can't even, there I am. It's like, what the heck? Where the heck is the card? Sometimes these backgrounds that they give you, they just don't behave very well. So let's see what the Island talks about besides detachment. And again, it kind of falls into a theme of what this year is all about, a 9-year where we're detaching from things that no longer serve us. So let's see what the message actually says. You're feeling distant and removed from others. It's a familiar sense of loneliness and alienation. Perhaps childhood experiences have taught you to remain aloof as a form of protection. By keeping your distance from others, you find some comfort in that there are few demands for you to meet, and you have the freedom to do whatever you want. Now, however, remaining withdrawn from your community has begun to feel like being stranded on a desert island. This self-isolation and sense of disconnection have gone on for a while. Some family and friends have progressively made less of an effort to contact you or stopped contacting you altogether. You've convinced yourself that you don't really need your relationships with people or even spirit. I've been there, done that, and it's not a good feeling. So I've been trying to reach out even to my family, even though they don't see things exactly the way I do. They're still family and they're still needed in our lives so that we are connected to a community. Let's see, it also goes on to say, aside from any benefits of going it alone, there's a deep hunger for connection. You try to satisfy that craving by filling the time with compulsive activities and obsessive and addictive preoccupations. It's time now to reach out to others, to be honest with yourself about your need for contact with family and friends. Renew these attachments despite any reservations. Recognize that your addictions and worldly occupation are not filling the void that can only be satisfied by renewing and reactivating your connection to others and your connection to spirit. And I think it's appropriate that we have the ocean. Oops. Oh, come on, card. As the second card, you have the island in an ocean. And this particular card says waves. So let's see what the ocean has to tell us. It's actually a pretty card. I wish I could get it to show up better. Ooh, come on, card, where are you? It just does not want to cooperate. Anyway, it's a pretty card. Trust me. The message from the ocean. There are rhythms and cycles to life's waves, running the gamut from gentle and steady to violent and turbulent. You've successfully dealt with varying intensities of these cycles, physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual, through much of your life. Lately, however, you found yourself caught up in these waves, but hesitant to ride them. The more turbulent they've been, the more you found yourself struggling. It's like swimming against a very strong current. Not only does it require a lot more energy, but it's ultimately a strategy that is self-defeating. Although it can be challenging and at times frightening to do this, rather than fighting the waves, ride them out and see where they take you. With an open mind, an open heart, and a trust that life knows what it's doing, even if you don't, you'll successfully ride these currents into calmer seas without getting seasick. Should you find yourself struggling to do so, call on Grandmother Ocean to restore your confidence in your abilities to manage the waves that are a natural part of the movement of life. So once we get through our detachment and our waves that we're going through, reluctantly or not, our third card is the butterfly, which is about, where is it? Pull it out here, see if we can see it. It's all about regeneration. Got a lot of beautiful colors in it too. Wish it would show up better though. Nope, it just does not. Anyway, so we have the butterfly. Regeneration, which is what the world really needs right now. So the butterfly, the message to us for this week from the butterfly clan: life was moving along for you in a relatively steady and predictable way until certain events plunged you into a chaotic cycle from which you are now gradually emerging. You've had to face a number of challenges and have been feeling overwhelmed, questioning all you've come to know, turning inward for answers that don't always come. You may not be aware of it, but this period has served as a gestation period for a major transformation, one where a new you is being regenerated. Although your DNA remains the same, there is a restructuring happening epigenetically similar to the imaginal cells that are activated in the butterfly's transformation. Even your physical appearance is noticeably changing, along with the way you carry yourself. You may have an urge to wear brighter, more colorful clothing, and creative activities to deepen your spiritual practice and your beliefs. Enjoy this period of regeneration as you discover parts of yourself that had previously remained hidden. As this new you continues to emerge, allow yourself to explore whatever you're drawn to with courage and a sense of adventure. So again, even the butterfly is talking about transformation, kind of like what we've been talking about over the last couple weeks, going into the year of the snake, which is also again about transformation. So know that if you are going through troubling times, they are going to end. It's a cycle that you're going through. It might be a painful one, but there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and Spirit really does always have our back. So just hang in there. And like I said before earlier, put prayers up, not only for yourself, but for everyone on the planet. You know, we need the more love we can bring onto the planet, the more balance we can bring on the planet. We won't have these horrific climate issues that are going on, whether it's Arctic air just coming down and freezing everybody, or the fires. You know, yes, fire is cleansing, but at the same time, it's devastating and it kills people, it kills animals. And so we need to really put our energy behind Spirit and calling in those angels and asking for, you know, look up into the sky and imagine a thundercloud coming up over top full of rain and just dumping its water over the entire area to put the fires out. Just enough, because you don't want to create even more problems, but put those prayers out to help people, to help yourself, and to help the animals. So this is the reading for the week of I always forget what day it is, the 12th through the 18th. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the video below. I do read all of the comments that come through. I might not answer everybody, but I will go through and at least read them and like them, because sometimes people aren't asking questions, they're making comments. Sometimes I'll comment on it if I actually have something useful to say, but sometimes I just love the comments that people leave because it fits so much in with what these readings are showing us and teaching us. So I hope you guys all have a very wonderful week, and I will see you next week for our next reading and see what Spirit has for us. Have a great day, and remember to walk in beauty.